Anjin, a young and handsome monk, was on a pilgrimage to Mount Kumano with his master when he met a young girl named Kyoheim at an inn on a street corner. Kyoheim fell in love with Anjin at first sight. In the middle of the night, she snuck into Anjin's bedroom and passionately expressed her affection. However, Anjin firmly rejected her advances, as he was dedicated to Buddha and couldn't indulge in the pleasures of the flesh. Kyoheim refused to give up and insisted on having an affair with Anjin. To get rid of her, Anjin gave her a Buddha statue and told her that he would come back to meet her in 3 days after finishing his pilgrimage to the sacred mountain. After Anjin left, Kyoheim lost her appetite and waited anxiously for his return. 3 days passed, but there was no sign of her beloved. She frantically asked the returning pilgrims for information and learned that Anjin had already left the area with his master. Kyoheim was devastated. She set out on foot, trying to catch up with them, her heart aching like a knife. She ran tirelessly, not even noticing when her slippers fell off, leaving her barefoot. She asked everyone she met about her beloved's whereabouts, causing passers-by to exclaim in amazement. Finally, she caught up with the master and his disciple. When Anjin saw the resentful Kyoheim, who now resembled a vengeful snake demon born out of jealousy, he fled in a hurry. Kyoheim tried to grab him but failed. In despair, she threw the wooden Buddha statue, which shattered upon hitting the ground. Kyoheim crawled to the water's edge and saw her reflection, still that of a snake demon. With the help of a boatman, Anjin crossed the great river. Before leaving, he instructed the boatman to refuse any requests for crossing from the woman who was following him. The boatman agreed to do so. Kyoheim soon arrived at the riverbank, calling for the ferry but to no avail. By this time, her feet were bleeding from the rough terrain. The wind howled as her beloved grew more and more distant. Out of options, Kyoheim despairingly threw herself into the water, trying to swim across the great river. However, the wind was strong, and the waves were fierce. The frail young girl's strength gradually faded. Her appearance shifted between human and demon until her body finally transformed into a white dragon. Breathing fire, she slithered through the water, causing the sky and earth to darken and the waves to surge violently. The boatman who had refused to ferry her, along with his boat, was instantly swallowed by the water. Anjin fled all the way to Dajaji Temple, where he informed the monks and the abbot that a vengeful snake demon was pursuing him. The sympathetic abbot decided to help, hiding Anjin inside a large temple bell and ordering his men to strengthen their defenses and guard the front gate. Not long after, the white dragon burst through the gate, easily overpowering the guards. The dragon searched everywhere for her beloved's whereabouts and finally discovered the strange, gigantic bell. She coiled her body around it and set it on fire. The flames soared into the sky, and Anjin, trapped inside, was burned to death. Thinking of the pain her beloved must have endured, the white dragon couldn't help but shed tears of blood. With the karmic bond severed, the white dragon left the temple and transformed back into human form. Kyoheim, now utterly devastated, returned to the riverbank and drowned herself. The monks of Dajaji Temple gathered once more and lifted the giant bell. Inside, they found Anjin's white skeleton, sitting in a posture of chanting and praying. Surely, it was his unwavering faith that allowed him to endure the physical pain without screaming or contorting his body. A gust of wind blew, and the white bones turned to ash, vanishing in an instant into the vastness of heaven and earth.